is happening, guys? JOAV All Vapes coming at you once again with another awesome review. So most of you guys know that I'm into the dessert vapes, okay? But every now and then I gotta switch it up. Not just for me personally, but for my reviews. I can't just keep it consistent. You know what I mean? Unless I keep it consistently diverse. So I wanted to try something ultra sweet. Enter Sweet Stash. Ryan Legaspi created Sweet Stash. This is pretty much his baby, and it's 3 signature flavors, candy related. If the label didn't pretty much give it away for you right there, okay? This stuff is typically not my thing. I usually don't go for the candy vapes. I don't like the ultra sweet kind of tart and tangy kind of stuff. Every now and then, once in a great while, maybe I'll mix it with a little bit of menthol or mint, something like that as a good palate cleanser. Matter of fact, I'm vaping on the strawberry sour belt, 1 out of 3 of straight Sweet Stash right now, and I can honestly say it's pretty darn good stuff, okay? I've never had good experiences with sour candy vapes before, but he had this one down pat, man, let me tell you. So we're gonna get into this. Now, first of all, it's high VG, so anywhere between 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, something like that. Definitely packing enough flavor with the PG to keep this stuff moving. Very, very sweet. What makes this really easy for me is that my rating scale between 1 and 5 is going to go straight across the board with all of this, okay? First of all, you get about a 1, maybe a 2 on the throat hit, okay? So it's still got some substance to it, you know, if I can spit that out. It's got some substance to it. For a lot of us former smokers, I think most of them like that that little throat hit right back here. You know what I mean? Because it still kind of gives them something reminiscent to what they're used to, but a little bit more healthy. Cloud production, obviously through the roof. So you get a 5 out of 5 on that. It's a high VG. That's to be expected. The sweet factor, definitely a 5 out of 5. It's a candy vape, but sweet can still be knocked down even on a candy vape. First of all, let's talk about the strawberry sour belt. 3 milligrams for me, rather. 30 milliliter bottles. I think you can probably get these bigger, maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked on the website for that. But really, really good stuff. Impressed the heck out of me. So first of all, the sour belt, the sour flavor in a lot of sour e-juice brands, and there's more now than there were a year ago. I mean, it's just popped out, believe it or not, even with the August 8th issue. A lot of people sit on these brand new flavors and they kind of release them slowly over the year, basically just to keep building on suspense. You know what I mean? It keeps the market flowing. It's a very unique flavor because, in a sense, it's basically, I don't know, sour in itself. It is a flavor variety, but it's more of just kind of an additive to something. It just gives it a little bit of a zing. But conveying it through a vape is difficult to do, in my personal opinion. And I've talked to a lot of people, a lot of mixologists who have done this sort of thing before, and just getting down the blend between consistencies and the acidic profiles of that sour flavor and not knocking the original flavor, basically the base flavor, out of the ballpark is kind of a challenging job. But Ryan Legaspi definitely got this down, okay? He put some time and energy into this stuff. So the one thing I will say is that the strawberry was nice and tart, okay? But it was also sweet, so that's where the 5 out of 5 comes from. Definitely present, wonderful profile on this stuff. The consistency was great. Everything in the layer of the profile went straight into the consistency. So once again, there's the parallel consistency of profile working again for you. The sour, very, very good blend. So whatever their sour base for that was, they did a great job of it. They nailed it on the strawberry sour belt. So it kind of came across as something tart and uplifting, kind of lightening, and just a good palate cleanser, but also something very sweet. I mean, it was a total candy-esque taste to it, which I really dug, surprisingly, because I usually don't go for the candy vapes, but I was happy with that one. Really good job on that. The next one is blue raspberry sour candy. Same kind of label construction going on there. Love the blue in the background in contrast to the red. same kind of a concept, okay? So you're working with raspberry, different flavor, a little bit more earthy to it, but still you kind of had that tart flavor in the background and the foreground. It was really hard on the foreground, just hit you, man. And on the exhale, a little bit more of kind of that tart sour flavor going on, but everything floated right in the middle. So not much from the back end that wasn't in the fore end or foreground or whatever you want to say. The inhale and the exhale was pretty solid on this one. So definitely a solid binary vape. Blue raspberry is kind of a unique flavor. It's a little bit midlined, which means it's not massively overpowering. It's consistent throughout the entire vape. And you're going to experience the best of both worlds with the inhale and on the exhale. It's one of the perils of having a mustache and a beard and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It just curls in, man. But the red licorice, creamy red licorice, is the third and final flavor out of the sweet stash. This stuff was really, really cool for me. Now, there are a few more red licorice whip flavors out on the market than there were 2 months ago, it seems to me. I've tried a few of them. This one is one of the best ones I've ever had. Definitely one of the better amongst, just a small handful. When they say creamy red licorice, it definitely is. Now, anytime I've ever eaten red vines, kind of has a little bit of a creamy consistency to the flavor anyways. I think you might agree with me on that one, but there definitely was a creaminess to the blend on this stuff. So the mixology was perfect. It was just very, very traditional. Reminded me of my childhood once again, buying a box of red vines, going to the movie, shoving it in your sister's purse, you know what I mean? It was really, really good. And then the creamy consistency kind of came up in the middle. It was a very pleasant vape. It was sweet. It was candy-esque. It was reminiscent. It was a perfect spot on blend, okay? And adding the creamy to the profile gave you something to expect, which immediately I was looking for. I'm a stickler on this stuff. You guys know how anal I am when it comes to flavor profile. This stuff was definitely another 5 out of 5, okay? So the profile and the consistency, parallel, 5 out of 5 on both. What was in it and the layers was definitely in the consistency, and it was, what was on the bottle, like I said, was in the bottle. So Sweet Stash, great stuff by Mr. Ryan Legaspi. Thank you very much, Ryan, for supporting JOAV Vapes with your awesome juice. I have done the Velvet Cloud review. If you guys haven't had an opportunity to see that, what's up? Come on now, I'm catching up. You know what I mean? Go onto my video section on YouTube. If you like what you see, you want to see more of these videos, definitely spread the word here. JOAV Vapes on YouTube. Check me out on Instagram. That's my main gig right there. Post consistently throughout most of the days. I'm going to be doing some new giveaways coming up here in the immediate future. Definitely some within this month of November 2016 and in December, going on into the new year. I've got some new stuff going on, actual new stuff, not me just leading a yawn and, hey, Joe, what about all that new stuff you've been talking about for a year? You know what I mean? All good things to look forward to. Plus, on my Instagram page, you're going to be finding some really cool discount codes for all of my sponsors. And you'll see my sponsor list in pretty much each and every one of my my posts on Instagram. So definitely check that out. Thank you very much for supporting me. Once again, this is JOAV Vapes, your eye in the vaping sky, wishing you to stay humble. Happy holidays, y'all. Take a breath because Christmas is right around the corner, man. Try not to stress out too much, but luckily I've got some good vapes going on. So stay humble, love yourselves, love each other, and you keep it cloudy.